Whoa! Welcome, 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 welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, the host, with the most, but humble. I do mean humble. D. Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here on a Wednesday to give you, of course, the non-exploding AEW Dynamite. If you're still a fan, first and foremost, thank you so much for being a part of the day. I truly thank you so much for being a part of the show. I do thank you so much for watching the show. If you're watching it today, if you're watching it tomorrow, if you're watching it any other day, I do thank you so much for doing this or whatnot. I would truly, without you guys, I say this, it would not be me. I truly say this, and I truly mean this. I am truly humbled by you guys. I really do. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my loins. I thank you so much for being a part of it. My apologies. If you want to do more than just, me praising you and you watching the show, go ahead and hit the like button if you like the show. If you don't like it, don't give me the like. But if you do like it, give me the like. Or whatnot. If you want to do more than just the like and the watching part, you can go ahead and hit the sub button. We're on the road to 100 views. Well, not views. We're been past 100 views. But we're on the road to 100 subs. If you've already subbed, go and talk to somebody else who likes wrestling. Or WWE and AEW, of course, and NXT. If they like stuff like that, and they want to hear like it's just a regular person like myself, just a casual fan, go ahead and talk to him. Tell him, hey, this guy's pretty good. He got a pretty good mouthpiece. And I'm 48 and 35, and when it comes to predictions, I'm really good. So, just ask him. You can do that. That shows love as well, and it's absolutely free. I'm not asking for any type of money. No, not a dime. If you want to do more than just those things, go ahead and hit the notification bell. I do 7 core shows each and every week, you guys. Soon as it uploads, you can watch it. How about that? Isn't YouTube awesome? How about that? As soon as it uploads, you can watch it. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about AEW Rampage Dynamite. And believe it or not, it was surprisingly really good. Surprisingly really, really good. I'm going to tweak my 2 cents a little bit because we do have new information about the EVPs and, of course, Kenny is one of the EVPs. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and the now world champion CM Punk. Lots of stuff is going on with that situation. The way it's looking that CM Punk has been released from the company and the EVPs have been suspended. That's the only thing that I know as of right now. It's the only thing that everybody is telling us right now. But man, I will talk about it a little bit in depth. Now, when I talk about it in depth, it's going to be where I truly personally think CM Punk is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. One of them, probably one of the best wrestlers of all time. But this is a great thing for AEW. And I believe that CM Punk should have been released or fired from the company. The EVPs, I think, should have been fired as well, but that did not happen. So, but we will talk about it tomorrow. I will go in depth with it tomorrow as well. But I do believe that CM Punk should have been fired and should have or released, and the Young Bucks should have been, and the EVP should have been fired and or released as well. But let's talk about the show. It starts off with, of course, MJ. Well, it starts off with Tony Khan first, and Tony Khan did say that which was a great thing that Tony did. Thank you for putting your big boy pants on. He when he released CM Punk and suspended the Young Bucks, they all 4 had to relinquish their belts. There is no interim belts. Other than the women's belt, due to the fact that Thunder Rosa is injured. Now, today we got a match between the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy versus Death Triangle. And for the title, we will have a small little tournament. And in 2 weeks, we will have a Grand Slam championship match with determining who will be the champion. Now, here's the thing: we have we have 6 people in the tournament. Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley being, so current, have buys in the tournament. So, the first matchup will be Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson. Whoever wins that match will face Chris Jericho. And you have Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin. Whoever wins that match faces Jon Moxley. And the Jon Moxley versus the Chris Jericho versus whoever will go on to the finals. And whoever wins the match between Jon Moxley and whoever will face whoever wins the match between Chris Jericho and whatever. So that match will be determined 2 weeks from now who will be the new world champion. So after that, we got MJF, and he was just so happy, so friendly. He came and hugged Taz. He flicked off Excalibur and Tony Schiavone. It was very weird. It was very, very weird. But he came out. He had a Buffalo Bills jersey on with Josh Allen on the back. And he was just talking about, how much he loves Buffalo. And he loves AEW. And, he just couldn't wait to come back. And the reason why he wasn't in the tournament is because he already has the poker chip that he can, do whenever he feels like it, he can, become champion. So, out comes Jon Moxley, and Jon Moxley says, "Cut the shit, I know you're lying." And that's where MJF actually comes out and just livid destroys Buffalo, destroys the Buffalo Bills, destroy everything about Buffalo, and says, I am here to hold the belt hostage, probably. Or probably, I'm just waiting until the contract expires so I can go to a better, organization, which he says is WWE, because one of his mentors is Triple H. So, it's just crazy. So, Jon Moxley says, "How about you shut up and we just fight?" He knocks the microphone out of his hand, and MJF is like, "You know what? I'm too cool for this." So he leaves. Jon Moxley gets on the mic and talks about how much that the championship means not only to him, but what it's supposed to instill in the person that holds the belt. And everything he said was absolutely dead on. No disrespect to Jon Moxley, and I do apologize for when I went off on Jon Moxley, but I think CM Punk ego is so crazy as of right now that he does need a chill pill. I can't be mad at him. So it's good to have somebody come out and talk about how prestigious his belt is, how beautiful the belt is. The king of the mountain should be where they are or whatnot. And I will say this, I'm gonna cut it here as well. It is okay for those 4 to be gone, because I enjoyed the show even when they were not there. You have more people coming back, of course, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see everybody back fully healthy and ready to be on the roster. So, I mean, this is what it is. After that, we, of course, got the first match, which was Death Triangle versus the Best Friends for those now vacant trios titles. Now, you do know that Now I truly thought, because Bastard Pac already has the Pacific, the Pacific belt, I call it the Intercontinental belt because that's what it is. But that didn't go down. It was a very beautiful match. I will say that I truly enjoy every single time Orange Cassidy, getting in and getting all of the good shenanigans in. But he is going to now. The story on All Out was when Bastard won his match, Orange Cassidy did come out and challenge for the belt. Now, he did say, "You're not a wrestler, you're a joke. I don't want to wrestle you." Hopefully, after this match, that they will get that title shot at one of the matches pretty soon. He gives a challenge accepted to Orange Cassidy. Um, all I can say is that it was a very nice match, crazy long match as well. I will say, if you want to watch this match, go watch it. Beautiful Canadian destroyers on all three best friends. Liked it that they were attempting to go at the beginning of the match. They knocked all of the best friends out, and they were going to do their signature suicides out. But they all best friends jumped back in and throw them out of the ring, giving Orange Cassidy the time to go and do a suicide dive onto all of them as well. Death Triangle. After that, it became kind of redundant because we got a lot of people just crazy pin after pin after pin after pin. But at the very very end, once again, go see this match. We did get a beautiful Falcon's arrow by, of course, Bastard Pac for them to win the match. Now Bastard Pac is a double champion, and we have new trios titles holders. After that, we get the Dark Order. There are a lot of injuries over there in the Dark Order. So Andrade's assistant goes and asks that, of course, he still wants the Dark Order to work for him. They say Evil Uno says no, 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 that's not gonna happen. I've already told him. Oh, I'm sorry, that he does not want that to happen. But Andrade comes in and says, "I really don't want it, but I just want 10." He wants 10. So we'll see what happens with that. After that, we get Penelope Ford versus Toni Storm. It was an eliminator match. It was not a match to go home to. It was an okay match, but it wasn't a match to really go home to. Tony still needs a little bit. I don't know what it was. The ending was very weird. I'm thinking she was supposed to do some type of back suplex or something. I don't know, but she got a DDT out and she pins to win the match. It was very weird. I don't know what more to say about that. After that, we got Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Angelo talking about what happened at All Out, where Action Bronson came and helped out Hook. Now they want to challenge both Action Bronson and Hook to a tag match at the Grand Slam. So they have accepted. We will see that. After that, the Acclaim comes out. The Acclaim was about to do some freestyling. Thank goodness they did not, because I already knew they were going to talk about. Out comes Swerve Strickland. Swerve says, "You know what? I have a joke for you. Y'all being the champion." So, but they do have another challenge, which will be them again. They're gonna have they're gonna go and do it again in 2 weeks at Grand Slam, and Swerve looked kind of upset with that. So we will see, and of course the Acclaim's gonna win. I can't wait to see the Acclaim win. After that, we get a promo from the Lionheart Chris Jericho. and he's just talking about that he will retain another world title, which will make number 8 for him. And he said that we don't like turtles. I'm guessing it was something about him liking turtles or something like that. And Sammy Guevara, of course, is on the bottom on the Rampage. On the Rampage side, where he's saying that he's gonna beat, of course, Darby Allin. They did talk about Daniel Garcia, where they wish him all the luck, but they're not gonna come out and support him. But they do wish him all love. So that was it. That was the done of that. After that, we got a match between Wardlow versus Tony Nese. Complete squash match. 3 powerbomb symphonies, and that was the end of that match. He was attempting to do another powerbomb after the match, but Josh Woods comes and grabs Tony Nese to stop that. Tony Nese stops him from doing another powerbomb on Tony Nese. So that gives him the opportunity, Wardlow, to attempt to do a powerbomb on Tony Nese. James Woods grabs Tony Nese and they leave, and Wardlow gets on the mic and says, a lot of people are criticizing me about what's going on. And I will tell you now that I am here. I am 100%, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. A lot of people are saying that, just because the issues with MJF and him coming into being the champion didn't play right and it wasn't good, so it kind of stole his thunder. And I disagree. I think he's still doing a great job and whatnot. Of course, you can only write what you can, of course. And, CM Punk was actually injured. So, I was like what he said. I don't want to be a part of that. I wanted to face the actual world champion. So he can't be mad at what happened. After that, we got the the Joker's tournament. Well, not the Joker's tournament. The AEW World Champion. The first round. That's going to be Bryan Danielson versus. Oh, I'm sorry. We had a Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara promo. Well, video package where they were going back after all the matches. Of course, Darby Allin is an ex TNT champion, and Sammy Guevara is, I think, a 3-time TNT champion. And they were just talking about all the times they were going back and forth, and they're showing love for another, but they are determined. They want that title. Hopefully, we get Chris Jericho not getting it, Jon Moxley not getting it, and of course. Not the only person I can think is going to get is of course Bryan Danielson. I guarantee he's going to be the one to win that title. But they just say that they're hungry. They want that belt. After that, we get the Daniel Bryan and Hangman Page match. When I tell you that a lot of people are trying to mimic the exact same match, that I guarantee will probably be match of the year between Gunther and Sheamus. Everybody is trying to mimic this match, and this is exactly what it was. But it was a good match, hands down. But everybody's trying to gimmick this match. It's just crazy to me. So lots and lots of just chops to the chest. Of course, Bryan Danielson is doing those kicks. His whole arm, Hangman Page, whole right arm is just completely red. It was a straight striking type match. But truly at the end of the match was the best part of it, where they go to the outside and Hangman Page does a powerbomb on the edge of the ring, throwing him back in the ring, and he attempts the buckshot lariat. Of course, Danielson counters it, does a beautiful roll up, and to win the match. So Bryan Danielson does advance, and we will have Chris Jericho Bryan Danielson 2 next week on Dynamite. After that, we get the Jungle Boy promo where it really wasn't a match; it was just a job match, and he was just saying that it's good to have Luchasaurus away from me because it's lifting an anchor, and he was carrying the titles. He was carrying Luchasaurus on his back, trying to revive his career. He's happy that they are no longer friends, and now it is time for him to reach for the stars. Well, before that, he's going to try to beat the living shit out of Christian Cage. And I'm really starting to like that his talking. He's talking. The chops are getting better. Congratulations, Jungle Boy. After that, we got a Stokely Hathaway promo where one of the people is telling him we got to wrap it up because time is running out, and he told him, when you talk to me like you talk to your dad. And that whole group, that whole faction beats the living shit out of this young man, and then they leave. That was just pretty much it. I don't know if this, I was thinking this was MJF's group, but apparently it's, I don't know. I have no idea. So after that, we got the Claudio Castagnoli, who Dax Harwood had, he did challenge for the ROH title. So they just had a little promo where, of course, Dax is always fighting for his family. If you're trying to take money from his family, there's a problem. Claudio is part of the Blackpool Fight Club. He's just ready. He just wants a good fight. And so he said he's ready for you, man. He best man win or whatnot. After that, we got the main event, which was Daniel Garcia versus Wheeler Yuta for the pure ROH title. Now, I kind of know the rules now since I've listened to them. You only have 3 rope breaks and you have 3 Irish whips. I think it's more striking and more technical wrestling. After that, you have also 3 judges that will, after the time limit, will judge and find out who will be the champion. Pretty decent match. It was a main event caliber match. I agree. It was a really good caliber match. But before Daniel, when Daniel came out, West Side Gun came out. Great chops. Did a great job. I knew that Daniel Garcia was going to win. Like, you knew he was going to win because of that. He came out, and of course, Wheeler Yuta came out, and it was a decent match. I will tell you to go watch it because I can't really describe a lot of it because the pure title is something. If you watch TNA, to me, it kind of feels like that TNA title they had. I forgot what it was for. Dang it, what was that? If you know what that TNA title was, let me know in the comments. Because it was a TNA title where you had 3 falls. It's kind of like that. So I really couldn't really put my finger on it. But Dan Garcia did a great job with the win. A beautiful, kind of like a scorpion, or a sharpshooter. But he goes down and cranks it up, cranks the legs up, making Wheeler Yuta tap out. And of course, they have the confetti. They show so much love for Daniel Garcia. And out comes Bryan Danielson, telling him once again that you are a wrestler. Daniel Bryanson puts the belt on him. And out comes Chris Jericho being completely livid, completely pissed off and mad. But you can't be mad because, of course, you didn't come out anyway. So we will find out what happens with that situation, hopefully on Friday at Rampage. But congratulations, Dan Garcia. Once again, I thought that this show was really good. I'm happy that a lot of this drama is going to be gone away, and we can continue to have what I think is one of the better wrestling shows of the 2 It's better wrestling. Now, I will say WWE has the better storylines, but when it comes to pure wrestling, it is AEW. I mean, you can say what you want, it truly is. I will talk about in depth why I think CM Punk deserved to be fired and the EVPs suspended. I will talk about that in depth tomorrow on my 2 cents. If you want to do anything, like, share, subscribe, send it over to people you like, send it over to people you don't like. Send it over to cats and dogs. I guarantee that somehow we don't know, but I think that they understand. So, anyway, conspiracy? I don't know. But I love y'all so much. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Mental health is a thing. Take care of number one first. Always take care of number one first. If you want to do something else and you're healthy enough for it, go get vaccinated. It's not only helping yourself but everybody else around you. Until next time, until tomorrow, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.